Hello, lovelies. Today I have a powerful, strong class for you. This has some more advanced poses in it, like back bends and splits. You can still do this class if you don't have those things, but know that they're in there. I have some tutorials on those as well if you want to practice those before trying out this class. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Just coming onto your hands and knees and pushing yourself up into a down dog. Walk your down dog out, starting to work into your legs and your chest and your shoulders, bending one leg at a time, adding a little twist through the upper body if you'd like. This is the first down dog of the day. It always feels good for me to just move and to wiggle a little bit. Now come to your center, try to lengthen the heels down, look forward, tiptoe up to the top of your mat on those toes, stepping up all the way to the top. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees and roll up through your spine all the way to standing. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Touch the palms together. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Let your head. Inhale, look up. Hop or step to plank. Shift forward, and we're going to push up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, press back down dog. Your left hand crosses over to grab the ankle or the shin of your right leg, taking a little twist, pulling yourself towards the leg. Release, switch sides, right hand to left ankle or leg, pressing to pull yourself back. And then back to your down dog. Opening the chest, driving the hips up. Look forward, bend the knees, hop or step up. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive to stand, palms touch. And exhale, arms to the side. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up, touch the palms. Exhale, flat back, dive forward, head releases. Inhale, look up, plant the hands, hop or step to plank. 5 push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, belly is tight, and 1. And now chaturanga, lower down, inhale, up dog, shoulder squeeze. Exhale, press hips up and back, down dog, pushing the chest open, trying to lengthen the back of the knees and drive the heels to the floor. Again, reach the left arm across to take hold of the right ankle. Twisting and release, switch sides, right arm across to left ankle. Pushing, plant your hands again, pressing back. Look forward, bend the knees, hop or step to top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up till they touch overhead. Exhale, release your arms to the side. Again, inhale, reach the arms out and up, touch. Exhale, dive it forward, flat back. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Hop or step to plank. 5 push-ups. 5, 4, pull that belly. Use your arms. 3, 2, and 1. Elbows are close to the body. And now chaturanga down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, press it back to down dog. Planting the knuckles into the mat. Pressing open. Left arm reaches across to your right foot. Take a hold of it, pushing open. Switch sides. Right arm across to left leg. Release, plant the hands. Find that down dog. Look forward, bend your knees. Hop or step to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head go. Inhale, reverse swan dive to stand. Exhale, release your arms to the side. Good, let's move to a chair. Sink the hips back and down, weight to the heels. Inhale, reach your arms overhead and then come down to prayer. Twisting your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Come to center and do the other side. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Really trying to flatten your chest to the side. Come back to center. And then forward fold, straighten the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step to plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back. It's more of an advanced class, so we're going to try to flow through things quickly and make sure that we're getting the heart rate up and making ourselves have to work. Look forward, Step the right foot up between the hands. Your back foot is turned out. Lift up, warrior one. Straighten your front leg. Arms go to the side, flat back forward, and pulse down towards your leg. Pulse it down. Down. Front leg is straight. Arms are out to the side. Head and tail are in line. Bend the front leg. Sweep the arms out and up back to warrior one. Plant your hands down. Step to plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back, down dog. Other side, turn out your right foot. Step your left foot between your hands. Sweep the arms out and up, warrior one. Pulling the belly in, straighten the legs, arms to the T, and pulse with a flat back towards your legs. Pulse it down and down and down. Bend the front legs, sweep the arms up overhead, warrior one. Plant the hands, step back to plank, shift forward, bend down, tap the chin to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest up dog. Exhale, press the hips back and up to down dog. Catch your breath. Big stretch, closing the rib cage and looking either at your knees or your belly button. Look forward, hop or step the feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sink down to chair pose, hands to heart. Lift your right leg up off the mat, balance. Switch, lift the left leg up. Staying nice and low in your chair. Inhale, bend and stretch all the way up to stand. Exhale, arms to the side. Sink the hips back and down to chair. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands to prayer. Find that twist. Left elbow to right knee. Keep your knees in line with each other. Other side, center, and then to the left. Right elbow to outside of left knee. Back to center. Drop the hands down. Straighten the legs. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Hop or step to plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push the hips up and back. Down dog, pulling the rib cage closed. Step the right foot up between the legs. Turn the back foot out. Warrior one once again. Stretching the arms up. Straighten the front leg. Arms out to a T. Hold it there, balancing, pulling the belly button in. Sweep the arms up as you bend the front leg down to 90 degrees. Plant the hands. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Other side, turn the right foot out. Step your left foot up between your hands. Lift the arms up overhead, warrior one. Holding there, straighten the front leg as your arms sweep out to the side. Pulling the belly button up. Sink back down, warrior one. Plant the hands, step to plank, chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in, down dog. Make sure you're pressing through your hands to open your chest, closing your rib cage, and trying to straighten the knees and press the heels to the floor. Look forward, bend the knees, hop or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sink down to chair. Hands in prayer, lift the right foot up. And then try to extend the right leg back behind you. Pull it back into the belly. Step down. Lift the left leg up. Extend it behind you. Keep that front leg bent. Pull it back in and step down. Inhale, straighten the legs as you stand up. And exhale, arms to your sides. Sink back and down, chair pose. Inhale, lift your arms up. Hands to prayer. Find the twist. Left elbow to right knee. Looking to the front. Back to center. And right elbow to left knee, twisting, looking to the back. And coming center. Drop the hands, lift the hips, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Hop or step to plank, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Turn the left foot out, step the right foot up between the hands, lift up and out, warrior one. Turn the hips open, arms go out to a T, find warrior two. Back to warrior one, rotating to the front, plant the hands, step back to plank, chaturanga down, inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back, find down dog. Other side, turn the right foot out, step your left foot between your hands, sweep the arms up and out, warrior one. Open the arms, warrior two. Turning the hips and the shoulders open, rotate back to the front to warrior one, plant your hands, step to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pressing your chest open and back. Look forward, bend your knees, hop or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back, looking forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sink down, chair pose once again. Lift the right leg up, extend it back, pull it back into the chest, and extend. Pull knee to chest, extend the leg back behind you. Knee to chest, step it down. Left foot, knee to chest, extend. Pull knee to chest, extend. Keep your front leg bent, knee to chest. Extend the leg behind you, knee to chest, and step down. Inhale, sweep the arms up as you stand. Exhale, arms drop to the sides. Hands onto your waist. We'll inhale, lift the chest, looking up. Exhale, forward fold at your hips. First two fingers take hold of your big toes. Inhale, flat back, looking up. Exhale, let the elbows pull out to the side and use your fingers on your toes to help pull your body towards your legs. Your weight is shifted forward onto the balls of your feet. Inhale, look up, shift your weight to your left leg and lift your right leg out to the side. Release it down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift it back up. Shift the weight to the right leg, send the left leg out to the side, hold. Release it back down. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, elbows open wide. Pull the body to the legs. And then release the fingers. Hands go under the feet. So the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, forward. Bend your knees, sinking your tailbone down, and then stretch back up, straight legs. Bend, tailbone up, and stretch. Keep your body forward. Bend and stretch, pulling the belly to the thighs as you stretch it out. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch, trying to go deeper every time. Hold it there, pulling the belly to the chest. Inhale, look up. Slide your hands out from under your feet, place them on your waist, and flat back all the way up to standing. Step your left leg back and turn so we're facing each other. Your right leg is going out to the side, and find your triangle pose, reaching your right arm down and your left arm up to the ceiling. Then reach it overhead and back up to the ceiling. Overhead stretch, back to ceiling. Overhead and lift, stacking up over the shoulders. Over the head stretch, back, shoulders stack. Reach and back to the ceiling. Moving to reverse triangle, place your top hand on the mat. The bottom hand is going to twist and lift up to the back of the room. Trying to stack your shoulders. And then reach that top arm around and do a big circle all the way from the head, and then circle it back up to the ceiling. Reach it overhead, circle to the front of the body, and up overhead. Reach overhead, circle it around and up. One more time, circle it and up to the ceiling. Plant the hands, turning to the front. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to waist, and inhale, stand all the way up. Opposite side, step your opposite leg back, which would be the right leg. Arms out to the T. Reach forward over your front leg and find triangle. Hold there, and then just reach the arm over your head, and then back to the ceiling. Over the head, back up to the ceiling. Reach and stack the shoulders. Reach overhead, stack your shoulders. And reach overhead, hand back to the ceiling. Rotate to reverse triangle. Top hand comes down, bottom hand lifts up, twisting to the other direction. Now for those arm circles, big circle to the front and back up. Circle all the way around and up. To the front of the body, circle and up. Big circle from the shoulder and circle back up. Rotate to the front, plant your hands pyramid, step your back leg forward, inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold, hands onto your waist, and inhale, stand all the way up. Left leg steps back again, rotate the left leg forward, the right leg out, find warrior two, and then reach your left arm down behind your left leg, your right arm overhead to find side angle. Stretch back up, arms to the side, warrior two. Lift the arms overhead and then press them back out to the T. Up and out, spreading the legs nice and wide. We're just working that upper body into the shoulders while maintaining that stability through the lower body. Make sure your core is engaged. And lift and out. Up and out. Arms overhead and extend out to the sides. Up and out. Then pulse, pulse, pressing the palms down to the floor. Keep engaging your belly, working your legs. Bend the elbows and take a twist, side to side, rotating through the rib cage. Twisting it out, working those obliques. Keeping the legs nice and strong underneath you. Twisting it out. Come to center, extend your arms to the side, flip your right palm to the ceiling, reach it up and back, stretch and release, trying to reach that arm back. As your back arm slides down your leg, try to get a deeper stretch each time. Reach and reach, release, and reach and release, and reach and release. Stretching through your side body, hold it there in your big stretch. Come back to warrior two. Straighten that right leg and switch sides, turning the right leg in, left leg out, and then arms lift up and down. Same thing we did on the other side. Lifting up, pressing the arms down. Parallel overhead and press out to the T. Up and down. Up and down. As you lift the arms up, try not to lift the shoulders to the ears. Up and down. Belly is engaged and working. Up and down. Pulse the arms down, pressing the palms towards the floor, engaging your scapula on the back of your body. Bend the elbows and twist side to side, rotating through the rib cage. Twisting it out. After these twists, we'll reach back to a reverse warrior and take those stretches. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Good, almost there. Find center, extend the arms. Left palm reaches up and back to stretch. And release. Stretch. Every time, try to go a little deeper. Really trying to reach through the side body. Stretching it out. Big stretches every time. Keep that front leg bent. Hold. Reach back, warrior two. Stretch that left leg. Turn the toes forward. You can heel toe the feet a little closer together. Hands to waist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands down on the mat. Elbows try to pull together. Use your belly to try to pull your body through your legs. Your legs are as straight as possible. Tailbone to ceiling. And weight is shifted forward to the balls of your feet. Bend your right leg and shift over. Bend your left leg, just shifting side to side, bending one leg at a time. Little bit of a hip opener here as we stretch side to side. Come back to center. You can either stay in that forward fold or go into a headstand, a tripod headstand, placing the head down on the mat, pushing into your hands, shifting up so the feet float off the floor. Then close the legs together up overhead. Bend the knees to the chest and then extend the legs back overhead. So we're working our core. Bend the knees, pull them into the chest, and then extend overhead. Pushing with the arms to take some of the weight off your head. Bend the knees to the chest, extend the legs overhead. Open the legs out to straddle, sweeping the legs out to the side, tucking the hips under till the feet plant down on the floor. Inhale, lift your head flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Just taking a breath, you can let your head release down onto the floor. Place the hands back to your waist. Inhale, flat back, stand all the way up. Turn your toes out by opening your hips and then shift over to the left leg, bending and shifting up and over to the right. So shifting side to side in a turned out position from your hips. Try to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips and your tailbone pointed to the floor as you shift side to side. Stay on this left side, extend the arms out, warrior two, and little pulses with that knee just pulsing down, gently pulsing. Don't let the knee go past your big toe, just easy pulses, pressing down with the arms. Hold it there, warrior two, and then switch to the right and pulse the right out. Pulse, pulse, pulse. This is similar to warrior two, except your back leg is turned out. So a little bit different position. Shift to the left side, reach your right arm up overhead, and then stretch your body over to the left, arms extend, and then body comes back to center. Side bend, up to center. Try to keep those arms as straight and as parallel as possible. Side bend, reach back up to center. Side bend, lift back up. Arms out to the T, switch sides over to the right leg, left arm up to the L, and then reach over, side bend, and up. Now the arms stay parallel, side bend, back overhead. Side bend, reach it back up. Side bend, fold to the side, lift your body back up using your obliques on the side of the body. And arms out to the T, bend the knees. You can open the hips more. Push your hands into your thighs to open up. Try to drop the tailbone down, sinking down into a wide-legged squat. Easy shift side to side, rocking the hips. You can step in if you're too wide. Arms out to the side. Lift the left foot and pulse, pulse, pulse. Keeping that heel nice and high. Little pulses, only about an inch lifting and lowering. Switch right heel up and pulse it out. Keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips, the belly engaged. Switch, bend the elbows and straighten them out. So as you pulse, you'll bend and extend, bend and extend, bend and extend, bend and extend. Little pulses and the arms just open and close. Keep it up. Switch, right foot up. Same thing, bend and extend the arms. Pulsing it out. Keep that heel high, tailbone to the floor, shoulders stacked up, belly button engaged. Pulsing it out. And arms are working. Little coordination here. Drop both the heels down. Push into the knees. Rotate the right shoulder in to look back over the left. Doing a twist. Back to center. Other side. Left shoulder in. Twist. Back to center. Come down onto the elbows if you can. Try to drop the tailbone even lower. Your body will be forward in like a flat back. Drop the hands, send the tailbone up, wide-legged forward fold. Pull the elbows towards each other. Shift the weight to the balls of your feet. Try to extend the back of your knees. Hands to your waist. And inhale, flat back, stand yourself all the way up. Step your feet together. Good. Now start engaging your belly button. Shift your weight to your right. As you hold your knee into your chest, start pushing your right hip forward, and that'll rock your body back a little bit. So you're going to push into that right hip and release. Push and release. And then find center, open and close the leg out in the hip joint, using your hand to open and close your hip. Trying not to shift too much. Now interlace your fingers around your big toe and extend the leg out in front of you, balancing. Try to stand tall, pushing that back hip forward. Open the leg to the side. Pushing into that hip. You can extend the opposite arm out. And then slowly bend your knee and put the sole of your foot onto the inner part of your thigh into a tree pose, hands together at the heart, and balance it out there. Arms out to the T, then lift overhead parallel and back down to prayer. T, overhead, prayer. T, overhead, prayer. Just so we're really working on this balance. Turn the foot in and step down. Good. Let's do the other side. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Pull your right knee into your chest. And then start to drive your left hip forward and then back to center. So you're pushing the hip forward and then tailbone goes back to the floor. Shifting forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Trying to keep your balance. If you lose it, that's okay. Just go back into it. And then open and close the hip with your hand, guiding the hip open and closed. Try to stand tall out of your standing leg. Take your hand, wrap your fingers around your big toe and extend the leg out in front of you. Holding and balancing, open it out to the side. Press into your hip and extend the left arm out. Slowly bending and taking the sole of the foot into the inner part of your top thigh. Hands to prayer. Find tree pose, balance there. And then arms out to the T, overhead, and back to prayer. And T, overhead, back to prayer. Moving the arms is just going to challenge your balance a little bit more because you have something moving. Ooh. I little lost my balance there. Step it down. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up and out. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step to plank. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then twist, look over your right shoulder, keeping the hips down, back to center. Twist, look over the left shoulder. Back to center, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try to lift the chest even higher, dropping the hips down. And then slowly lower your body down, starting at your belly. And the last thing that comes down is your head. If you need to adjust yourself on your mat, go ahead and do that. Plant your forearms down on the mat, find Sphinx pose. Pressing the chest open, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting the head, but leaving the hips and the belly down on the mat. Release all the way down. Again, if you need to adjust, adjust. Place the hands about under your armpits, and then lift your head up to come up to an arched back, and then slowly release, lowering it down piece by piece. Start with your head. Your head lifts up. Use your back muscles to lift. Try not to push into your arms too much. And then reverse, lowering down your ribs. And then last thing, your head. Head starts lifting up. Use your back muscles. Press up as high as you can, reaching your head back. Keep your head back and lower the body down piece by piece until the head's the last thing that comes. Head reaches up and back. Press up and then lower down, reversing the direction to lay yourself back down. Again, lift it up, squeezing the shoulders. And then lower yourself down nice and slow, controlling the movement. Stay down, squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Push up with your arms as you press your tailbone back to sit your sit bones over your heels. Find child's pose. Relaxing, taking a breather. And we'll start working on the spine here. Rolling up through the spine to tabletop position. Walk your right arm forward, and then you'll roll down, sending your chest to the floor, and then rolling back up. So press chest to floor, and then roll up through your spine, rounding it out. Exhale, chest to floor. Inhale, roll and round it up. Exhale, chest to floor. Inhale, roll and round. Exhale, you're arching. Inhale, you're contracting. And now try to keep the rib cage closed and press the chest down to the floor, opening up your right shoulder. You can put your forehead down and then come back onto all fours, switching sides, doing the roll through the spines, pushing the chest down and then rolling it back up. Arching and rounding, moving between those positions in the spine, trying to get your spine to roll as much as possible and connect these 2 points together through every little vertebrae in your spine. Now stay down, pull the rib cage closed, let your head release down, and try to press the left armpit down to the floor, opening up through your shoulder. Lift back up. Right hand comes forward to meet the left, about shoulder distance apart. Drop the chest down to the floor and then rock your chest side to side. So you're swaying that chest. You're going down and then over to the right, down to center, and over to the left. Stay in center. Grip the top of your mat if you need to, and send the chest to the floor and then round. Chest to floor, puppy pose, and then tuck and round it up. Chest to floor, puppy pose, round and tuck. Chest to floor, puppy pose, pushing the hips back and then rounding and tucking. Push the hips back, chest down. Stay down in your lowest puppy pose, trying to drop the chest to the floor and send the chin to the floor, but reach your head and your tail towards each other on the back side, like they were going to touch each other on the back of your body. Opening up. This is really intense, so try to keep your breath. It's going to be more shallow than normal, but try to relax. Move out of it by rolling up through the spine. Walk your hands back underneath you, tabletop. Tuck the toes, press yourself up and back to a down dog. And walk your down dog out to catch your breath and release things out. Find down dog, bend the knees, and then jump yourself through to a seated position, extending your legs in front of you. You can roll your shoulders out just to help release everything out. Now we're going to move into some back bends. Just going to move my head side to side, do a circle so that I can get my neck prepared for these back bends, rolling my head around in circles. And then switch direction, roll your head the other way. Yeah, you got it. Finish your last circle and come to center. Let's move to back bends. Bend your left leg, plant your right hand down, push your hips up and reach up and back, and then sit back down, take a twist. Right arm down, left arm overhead, reach the hips up, arch, and then take a twist. So we're pressing up to a wild thing, dropping the hips down and twisting out. You can come up onto your toes of your back foot as well if you want a little more push through your hips. Arch it up, wild thing, sit down. Switch sides. Left leg extends, right leg bends. Reach the right arm up and back to sit and twist. Left arm down, right arm reaches overhead, push the hips up, arch and twist. Press up, wild thing, sit down and then rotate and twist. Up and over, doing like a big circle with your arms. So they circle, plant the left arm, reach the right arm up, wild thing, sit down, twist it out. Cross the legs underneath, reach forward, plant your hands, hop back to plank and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll come into a high lunge. Look forward, step your right foot up between your hands, sink your back leg down. Hands onto your front thigh and stack your shoulders up, sinking down, high lunge. Hips and shoulders are square right in front of you. Drop the back knee down to the floor, untuck your toes. You can sink through your back hip, sweep the arms down and up overhead, lifting from your rib cage to try to arch back. Release the hands. Place the left hand down, reach your right arm back as you bend your back leg to take a hold of your toe and stretch out your quad. Pulling the heel in towards your glutes to get a deeper stretch. Release the back foot. Slide down into a split if you can. If you can't, just go as deep as you can and hold yourself up. Try to stack the shoulders up over the hips, squaring the hips forward. Sweep the arms overhead, touch the palms together, and then down to prayer. From here, we'll move into a split roll. I slowed the video down so we can do it a little slower. Hands go to the floor on the left. You drop your belly down. You bend your back leg and then send it behind you on the diagonal and sit your body back up to find the split. When we come out of it, we just reverse that. So our hands are going to go over to the front leg. Your belly goes down and then your back leg bends and extends back behind you to sit up. So my right leg is forward. And I need to fix my mat a little bit. And from here, I'll just push myself back up to a down dog, pressing my hands, tucking my back toe, and trying to slide that front foot back into a down dog, and then walk it out. It's okay if you didn't get it. You can try this video a couple of times to see how that works. Let's do all of that on the other side. Step the left foot forward, find your high lunge. Hands onto the thigh, tuck your hips, stack your shoulders. Try to reach through the back heel. This is always good to stretch out the hips before back bends or splits. Drop the back knee down. Again, press your chest up, dropping the back hip towards the floor. Sweep the arms out and overhead. Lift from the rib cage. Send the sternum to the ceiling. Arch it back. Drop it down. Right hand goes to the floor. Bend your back leg. Your left hand reaches to take the toe and try to pull the heel in towards the glute, working to square off the shoulders and the hips. Stretching your quad and hip flexor. Release the foot, slide down to your split or your lowest split possible. And then we sweep the arms out and up, find prayer. Split roll, reach your arms to the front, drop your belly down, back leg bends, and then sweeps back behind you. Find your split, and we reverse this to the other side. Reach over your front leg, belly down, back leg sweeps around to sit. Find split with the left leg forward, stacking the shoulders up. Good work. Move to the down dog. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes. Try to sweep that front foot up and back to down dog. And if you need to adjust the mat again, you can. Mine gets a little bit slidey on that cement. And come back to your down dog. Hold it there. We'll bend our knees, coming down onto all fours, tabletop position, cat and cow. Inhale, lift up to cow. Exhale, round to cat. Drop the belly. Inhale, lift the head and tail, cow. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale, lift it up, look up. Exhale, tuck it in. Back to neutral spine, tuck your toes, push the hips up, down dog. Look forward, bend the knees, and just step or jump through to a seated position with your legs extended in front of you. Quick release for your neck, just looking up and down. And then maybe tilting your head side to side. And come back to center. We'll go back to that wild thing, same thing that we did before. Plant the left foot on the floor, right hand reaches back, push the hips up as you sweep your left arm up and back. Wild thing, sit down and twist. Wild thing, push up and twist. This time we're going to try to go into a full back bend. So as we push up to wild thing, keep sending the left arm around until it touches the floor. You really have to push the hips up and find your wheel pose. You can adjust as you need to. You can drop the head or walk the hands in. I like to do a little shift where I drop my head and then push through my legs to send my chest through. Just whatever you need to do in your wheel pose to get a nice stretch and opening. To come out of it, keep your right hand down. Your left arm's going to lift up and over, and then just sit your bum back down and come extend the legs. One more release for the head, lifting the chin up and down before we do the other side. And take a big circle this time, rolling your head around in one direction and switching, rolling it the other way. And then we'll find center again and go into the other side. Okay, deep breath. Here we go. Bending your right leg, left hand back, push your hips up and back, send the right arm around, sit down, twist it out. Push up to a wild thing, sit down, twist it out. This time try to go to a full wheel. Push up, wild thing, keep reaching that right arm around to arch it up and back to find your wheel pose. Adjust how you need to find your best wheel. You can drop the head and press the arms. You can just work on lifting to the toes and pressing the chest through. Working to open up in your wheel. Slightly bend the arms, reach the right arm up and around, sit the bum down. And extend the legs out, hands to the knees. And again, drop the chin to the chest and lift it back up. We're going to release out the back now. Opening your legs and just rounding forward. So don't open really wide. Don't try to get the chest down. Just let your body curl forward. So you're opposing that arch that we just did and allowing the back to reset by rounding forward. Easy does it here. You can add a gentle shift side to side if you'd like. Keep breathing and then roll yourself up to a seated position. Close the legs together. And roll yourself down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Just take a few breaths here, holding your knees to your chest. And again, allowing your back to reset. Extend the legs up. Try to get them straight. Plant your hands down on the mat. Lift the hips up and out, rolling up onto your shoulders into a plow pose. Try to squeeze your glutes and send your feet up to the ceiling. Chin will tuck into your chest. Fold the legs over your head. Try to get your toes to touch the floor. You can keep your hands on your lower back if you want more support, or you can interlace your fingers and press your arms down into the floor. Bend your knees. Try to drop your knees down to the floor. And then extend the legs again, planting the hands on the mat and rolling down, keeping your belly engaged, but trying to roll the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, and the hips all the way down to the mat. Bend your knees, give them a nice hug. Open your hips out towards your armpits and then close them back together. So you're opening the hips and closing them, going from outward rotation back to parallel. Extend the legs out or come into a happy baby if you'd like. I'm flexing and pointing my toes. You could be in a happy baby and rock side to side. Just either of those to help release out the lower back. Now, wherever you are, extend the legs, point the toes. We're going to close the legs and do a crisscross. Cross the legs 1, then 2, then open out to the side. Cross, cross, open. Cross, cross, open. Your legs do not have to touch the floor. Just open them as wide as you can in that straddle and then do crisscross on the top. Crossing one leg, then the other leg, and open out. Stay there. Take a hold of the feet. See if you can extend the legs towards the floor, opening everything out, or finding the happy baby once again. Bend your knees. Rotate your knees open and closed. Just rolling them in the hip joint. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Thread your right arm in between your legs. Wrap your left arm around. Take your shin and pull your legs into your chest, finding that figure 4 stretch. The closer your legs get to your chest, the more stretch you'll get. Switch sides, cross the left leg over. Wrap the arms as needed and pull the legs into the chest, keeping your lower back and your head onto the floor. This is really nice to help stretch out your glutes. Release the legs, plant them down on the mat, and then go ahead and extend the legs out to each corner, finding your Shavasana, arms down to the sides, palms up to the ceiling, wiggle the shoulder blades underneath you. Take whatever you need to be able to feel comfortable and be able to try and lie in stillness for a few minutes. We'll lay here trying to relax both body and mind. And when it's time to come back in, I'll call you back in and help you to wake up. Start to wake up, pull your thoughts back in, and gently start to turn your head side to side. Nice slow movement to wake you up. into your fingers, wiggling the fingers, and start to roll your wrists in circles. Maybe bending the elbows. Move the hips inward and outward, feet turn together and then open out. Bend your knees, plant your feet, roll to the front of your mat onto your side in a fetal position. Just letting everything relax for just one more second before we sit up and finish class. Keep your eyes closed and make your way up to a seated position, crossing your legs comfortably underneath you, hands onto the knees. We'll do square breathing today. So we'll inhale to a count of 4 through our nose. We'll hold at the top for a count of 4. We'll exhale for a count of 4 and hold at the bottom for a count of 4. So it makes that square as you breathe. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your right hand onto your heart, your left hand onto your belly, and repeat in your mind, may these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. Place your hands together in a prayer and bow yourself forward. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a fun and challenging class. I will see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day.